Sunday, the 4th of September 2016. Good morning, Chris Reid with today's United Kingdom talk. Now, what do you think is the worst favourite or the least favourite word in the English Oxford Dictionary? Any idea? We'll be coming to that very shortly, boys and girls. Yes, look at me teasing you today. I'm teasing you, aren't I? Tease, tease, tease. Now, here's a question for you, please, and please answer this one. Do you think we should move the birthdays that we do from the end of the show to the beginning of the show? What do you think of that? Your thoughts, please. The majority will win, okay? So your thoughts on that, boys and girls. Am I crooked? I'm looking a bit crooked. Am I looking a bit crooked today? Am I crooked? Am I kind of leaning? So if I lean slightly to that side, that'll sort it out. I'm all crooked. I haven't set up my camera properly. I've already tried this once this morning. I have. I've started recording this. A couple of you will have received by private message the beginning of the show, which I redid. I restarted it because it all went wrong. I skipped over the words. Anyway, we'll find out what that word is a little bit later on. Yes, could you tell me, would it be a good idea to move the birthdays from the end of the show to the beginning of the show, or shall we leave them where we are? Your thoughts, please, a little message underneath that, or you can always send in an email, gang. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk is the email address, okay? Little message here from the lovely Sarita, which I seem to have skipped over. Sarita says, in America, pussy is a woman... Oh, is it? Oh, really? Okay. I understand you mean by pussycat, though. I just giggle when you say it. So apparently the word pussy means something completely different in America. Here it means pussycat, as in Katie the cat, who is downstairs at this moment. And she is indeed, you're right, Sarita, Katie the cat is no longer howling. She meows loudly, but she's not howling anymore. So I think she's better. She's also eating, but she has started doing poo-poos on the floor in the kitchen again, and I don't know why that is. I've now bought, on the advice of the vet, I've bought a second cat litter tray, which I put next to the first one, and she's just not using it. I don't understand. Now, there's no wee anywhere. It's only poo that she does on the floor. So she wees in the litter tray, and she poos on the floor. And it's not nice. And sometimes there's a little footmark in it, and I'd see pop. Oh dear! And every morning I have to get out the old blue roll and the spray and clean up that floor once again. Don't know why she's doing that, but never mind. She's old. She will be looked after. Do not worry about that, Sarita. Very interesting to find out that what that means in America. So thank you very much for that, my darling. I was very disappointed with my friend Ronny. I have to say, on Friday we get our hair cut sort of every 2 weeks, roughly, something like that. You got to, once it's like this, you see, when you have it start done like a very short, you have to keep going. And I said to him, I'll go to the bank first. I said, you go in, because it always takes him longer to have his done, because he's a fussy bastard. You know, he has the shave and all that business. I just go in and have my hair clippered, and that's it. Oh, no, he has to have the beard shaved, and all this business. Anyway, so he went in there, and I went to the bank. And when I came back, he had stole my boy hairdresser. The one who I always have, lovely lad, he had stole my hairdresser. I could see, and he had a little smile. Of course, I didn't say anything. You know, you don't want them to know that they're kind of special in your eyes, do you? Do you know what I mean? So I kind of looked at him, you know, like that. I looked at him like that, and he had a little smile like that. He looked at me like that, as if to say, ha, ha, ha. Not impressed. Anyway, I had another hairdresser who is a nice bloke, but he's not my personal boy hairdresser that I like. Very, very disappointed with my mate going in there. Mind you, he won't be the only one who's stolen blokes from me in the past. Oh, there's been a few of those, dear. But we won't go into it. We don't want to upset it. Well, yes, we do want to upset people. And look at this. Look what's come through my letterbox. Look. My vote thing there. My vote for... They're begging for my vote. Look. The political parties of this country are begging for my vote. Look at that. The electoral register officer from Bracknell Forest Council is begging me to vote. I think what I say here in Bracknell usually goes. I can't walk down the road, because of my celebrity status. It's absolutely true. So that was that. After that, we went to Waitrose, Wokingham for a cup of tea, which is quite nice. And we had toast as well. It's not bad. Tea and toast, £2. And the toast, I don't know, there was something nice about that toast. It was kind of golden. I don't know how they did that. Mine's either, if I do toast, which is rare actually, it's either too well done, as in black, or not well enough, where has it actually been in the toaster? My toaster's always a little bit like that. So we went round there. The nice thing about going to the Wokingham Waitrose is that all the old dears, they dress up. Oh, yes. I've gone in there in a pair of shorts and a T-shirt, and I could feel them looking at me up and down. As you're walking round. You could actually feel that. Oh, they've got all the makeup, all these old dears, the makeup's on, they're all dressed up. They're in that Waitrose for hours, dear. Hours and hours. So that was quite nice. We went there. The other day, we went to Waitrose in Bracknell. And once again, that police car was outside, dear. There's a certain place that the police car, there's been a little bit of trouble in there. Thieves, dear. Thieves in Waitrose, but they catch them every time. The security guard there, he's a lovely bloke. He's got dreadlocks. And he's very, very nice. Always very nice to us. He always catches them. Don't think you can go into Waitrose in Bracknell and steal things, because you will get caught. And how we laugh when we see them being dragged into the office and locked in a little car. I wonder what happens in the office. When they get those thieves, do they frog march them to the office and, put them in a cage or something like that and lock the door? So they should be. And don't listen to all that old crap. They go, I can't breathe. Please let me go. I can't breathe. No. Well, don't steal things then, you thieving little gits. Yes. And there's a certain place in front of the flowers outside the Bracknell Waitrose that the police car always parks if they've been called out for some other thieving git. Yes, catch them. Good, I'm glad. So what if they pass out in the room because they can't breathe? Shouldn't steal things then, should ya? Greedy little things. So that was the Waitrose thief caught yesterday. Always watch out for the police car. If it's parked in front of the plants, quickly get in there and see if you can get gossip off the staff. There's one lad that we talked to in there, but he won't tell us anything. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I can't possibly tell you that. He's about 20, 22 years old. He's been trying to grow this beard, but it's just not happening. 6 months now, and it's starting to look like my hair. You're not cool anymore unless you've got this bit of a beard. Although some people, it's down to dipping in their soup while they're eating. Horrible, horrible beards. Now, I cannot believe it, but someone I know knows Her Imperial Wonderful Highness Theresa May. We bow down in her holy name. We like Theresa May on this programme. We love Theresa May on this. I like her. Very, very strong character. Very strong. And I can't believe it, but one of the customers that comes in on a Friday night actually works with her in the same sort of building, not in the same office. And not only that, it gets better than that. He has been in a lift with Theresa May. Wow. He has breathed in her exhaled air in the lift, dear. I can't believe it. I said to her, is there any chance whatsoever that you could arrange me and her to have a cup of tea? Or she could come round here and do a show with me. How fantastic. No, I could be sitting over here. And of course, we'd have the plants out. We'd have the orchid. I would buy new plants if I knew Theresa May was coming here. It would all be flowers everywhere. We'd get some Wedgwood cups and saucers and little sandwiches and things like that. I suppose she'll have to have these security blokes with her. All right, mate. Excuse me. Can you stand aside? Can you stand aside? Eh? They'd have to wait downstairs in the living room. We're not having security people in my studio, dear. Interrupting with my interview with the great Theresa May. We love her. She's in China at the moment. How does she understand what they're saying? Maybe she speaks many languages. I don't know, like languages like that. Possibly. Bonjour. Well, of course, as you well know, we will not have to speak any more European languages soon when we leave the European Economic Union, or whatever it's called, dear. No more foreign languages. No, we're not speaking any of that. You will be put in prison if, in about 2.5, 3 years' time, you start speaking in a foreign language. You'll be straight put in prison, dear. In prison with the same people that steal from Waitrose. I'm telling you that now. Steal from Waitrose. So, Graham, his name's Graham, he knows Theresa May. Oh, I'm desperate. I always wanted to have a cup of tea with Margaret Thatcher. But she's gone now, so it'll have to be Theresa May. Is there any chance? Please, Graham, can you beg the lady to come round here and have a cup of tea, a little chat on our show? What sort of questions would I ask her? I'd ask her how she got into it all. What was her childhood like and all that business. You know, it wouldn't be questions like, and how did it go at the G20 summit? Are we about to bomb anyone else? It wouldn't be anything like that. No, it would be more of a, like I'm talking to you now. That sort of thing. I wonder if she'd have much to say. What do you reckon? There wouldn't be any prompt. You know, we wouldn't have one of those little glass screens with words coming. Because you know when these politicians speak, you know when they're standing at their conferences and that, when you've got hundreds and thousands of Conservative MP members in the room, or hundreds of thousands of Labour members in the room, or 3 Liberal members in a big room. Are they still going, the Libs? Are they saying, hello, Liberal Democrats? Keep going, you're doing very well, you'll get there one day. I know you will. They have, anyway, when they're doing them speeches, incorrect use of the term them. When they are doing those speeches that they do, they have, like the camera in front of them there, but they have a glass screen there. Now, you can't see that glass screen, right? And the words that their speeches are projected. They are projected onto the glass screen. Now, I think there was one who didn't use it, and it might have been Ed Miliband. It could have been Ed Miliband, but there was certainly one high-up party member who didn't use, and he did it all from memory. But most of them, they have a little glass screen which is over the camera. See the camera there? It's over the camera, and words are projected onto this little thing, and then people just read them out because they can't remember. There's no screen here. I just chat here. That's why I make so many mistakes, because I chat. So there we are. Theresa May, please, Graham, if you could arrange a nice cup of tea in anywhere. In fact, I will go to her. If she wants me to go to 10 Downing Street, I'm happy to go in there as long as I can bring my little camera with me. Okay? Any chance of a parking space? Do I need one of the... Do I need a scratch card? You know those scratch tickets? Maybe if Theresa May wants me to visit her at 10 Downing Street, they would have to send me, hopefully, a little scratch card. So when I park outside her house, number 10, you scratch the things off, don't you? Time, 12 o'clock. Oh, that's the other thing. Can it not be too early? Can it sort of be around 12 in the afternoon? Maybe we can have a bite to eat now. We can have a bite to eat as well. Is she vegetarian? Or just a couple of cheese sandwiches? Does she do all that herself? That would be quite nice. Little dinner with Theresa May. So the scratch cards, you scratch off the day, like Tuesday. You scratch off the time, 12 o'clock. And then you scratch off the year, 2016 or something like that. And you put it, and then those vile, disgusting private traffic wardens, not the yellow ones. In fact, I don't think there are any yellow ones anymore, are there? The private, disgusting creep of traffic wardens who are so desperate for the money, then they won't be able to touch me. Yes, I will need a car parking space, if at all possible. Thank you very much. Oh, and to make sure I'm on time, Graham, could you also ask Theresa May if it would be possible for me to use the bus lanes on that particular day? Thank you very much. I'm not so worried about going home. Maybe just on the way there, if I could be, if I could be given permission to use those bus lanes. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Last night, what's the time? Oh, well, we were. Last night, I did a karaoke night at the Corner House in Maidenhead, Saturday night. Very, very nice indeed. Except for one guy. Honestly, what is wrong with politeness? Now, no one starts swearing at me or anything like that, but this girl said, give me the mic. I beg your pardon. Give me the mic. I said, can I have the microphone, please? What is it there? She only stayed there about 20 minutes and she was off. Load of young people coming. So rude. What on earth happened to politeness in this country? Eh? Give me the mic. So rude. It reminded me the other day. You remember that, I think I told you, there was an old bloke in front of me and I was behind him. And 3 28-ish something women came through, 2 with prams. Right, so we stood aside and they just walked through. Not a word of thank you. Not a word. Rude. Why isn't anyone polite anymore? Soon, the blokes are starting to get very fed up with this. And we're not going to hold the doors open. We're not going to stand aside. What is all that about? Why can't you be bloody polite? There was someone on a Facebook group the other day, one of the places I work actually, who was complaining bitterly at the bar staff because he ordered a drink and the barman said to him, please. And his reply to that, why should I say please? I'm the customer. There's nothing wrong with politeness. Just say please. I mean, I've practically given out letting people out at junctions because no one flashes their lights or wave their hands to say thank you. Except for the black taxi drivers. They say thank you when you let them out. And they're about the only ones now. The buses, God knows who's teaching these bus drivers anymore. They just pull right out on you. Especially at King's Cross where I turn left and they go straight on. Dreadful. Nothing, I don't understand what's gone wrong with politeness. I really don't. Anyway, so I'm back in Maidenhead on Saturday the 29th of October. I've got another karaoke night there. So that's the Corner House in Maidenhead on Saturday the 29th of October. So I look forward to that, yes. Now, so what do you think is the least favourite word in the English dictionary? Any idea? You'll be very surprised. Moist. Moist. M-O-I-S-T. Moist. Moist is the early front runner in a search to find the most hated word in the English language. The distasteful adjective, a favourite of Great British Bake Off presenting duo Mel and Sue, has topped polls in the UK, US and Canada, according to those behind the global survey. Isn't this strange? Moist. I don't have a problem with that. Oxford University Press said no, Brexit and British joined moist as the UK's 4 most despised words. How is British a despised word? I mean, what sort of people are they asking? It'd be the non-patriotic people, wouldn't you? You know, those that they can't bear land of open glory or anything that's great about Britain. What is it with those people? What is it with those people? Moist, dubbed by more than 10,000 people have responded to the survey so far. Or maybe I'll get that survey then. I might get that survey because I'm on one of those government survey things. Oh yes, I get surveys all the time. It's nice to do it. I don't respond to surveys from businesses that I've done stuff with though. They just get on my blooming nerves. I'll never forget I actually got a survey once about the survey. What did you think of today's survey? Stupid people, dear. Moist, dubbed by comedian Miranda Hart the Queen of All Words, also leads the way in the US, Canada and Australia, also coming second in the poll of Dutch opinion, our friends in Holland. No is least popular in the early running in the Netherlands and Germany, while love and sorry find the least favour in India. So don't go to India if you want to love someone, dear. They don't like the word. How strange and mysterious is that? Messages from yesterday's show, boys and girls. Wendy says she loves the stuffed Barry Manilow idea. Yes, I think someone needs to bring up stuffed Barry Manilows so you can cuddle them in bed. Perhaps life-size models. Life-size models of Barry Manilow. I gather you can already buy life-size dolls of various different, things, life-sized human dolls, which you can actually sleep with. I gather that. They all come free with air pumps. Yes, but we're talking, just imagine that, Wendy. You can have your own stuffed Barry Manilow laying next to you in that bed. You like that, lovey? Anyway, she loves the idea. It was May 2014 when I met both my aunts, that's Auntie Reid and Auntie Brenda, who you saw a couple of days ago, at the O2 concert. Time flies. I do remember your wildflower patch. Do you remember that outside, the wildflower patch? I thought it was lovely, although I do remember the poppies were a bit of an issue. Yeah, they took it over, didn't they? There were poppies everywhere. Now, poppies are very nice, but you get like 2 days and then they're gone. That's it until next year, I'm afraid. We also had a wildflower patch at my local park last year. I loved it. Thank you for the info about Goodnight Sweetheart. I'm glad other people loved it too. So there we are. Thank you, Wendy. And Terry H says, I really enjoyed Goodnight Sweetheart on the television. Definitely room for a whole series. It's such a unique programme. Do you know I've never watched that one, Goodnight Sweetheart? Funny, isn't it, really? No Goodnight Sweetheart. Now, Wendy also informs me, cat lovers, information for you, that there is a new album for cats about to go on sale. Meow, meow, meow. Yes, indeed. Your pussies at home need music to listen to. Listen to this. A major record company is set to release an album of music composed specifically for our feline friends. Meow, 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 meow. In a world first. David Ty, a scientist and cellist. Cellist, that's without a H, gang. Cellist. C-E-L-L-I-S-T. Cellist, with America's National Symphony Orchestra, has composed 5 combinations of classical music and sounds which are meant to calm the most distressed of cats. How is your pussy? I want you to look down on your pussy now and see if it's distressed or not. How is it? Eh? Music for Cats will be released in October by Universal Music, the first time a major label has signed a deal for an album not designed for human listeners, after a Kickstarter campaign sold 10,000 copies of the album. How's that, eh? Mr. Ty is actually allergic. I'm allergic to cats, believe it or not. I have to wash my hands as soon as I finish stroking mine. He told the Press Association the sound of suckling milk. I wonder what that sounds like. The sound of suckling milk was a reward-related sound, and then I layer in the lower register of human music to make it palatable to owners. Hopefully it will appeal to both. So there we are. It's coming out soon. The new album for cats. Watch out for that in October. Hopefully, Wendy, if you could keep an eye on that one, darling, so that we know when it's coming out and all that business. All right, my darling? And that would be very, very, very nice. Righto. Let's do today's birthdays. One moment, please. There we are. Aha! 28 years old today. It's Dean Delicado. Oh, what a very, very sexy name you've got, Dean. And I'm not surprised with looks like that. Yes, Dean goes out with a very good friend of mine, Sky, and he is today 28 today. What are you doing to celebrate your birthday, Dean? Happy birthday, Dean. Happy birthday to A. Mario Lahner. Now, where are you? Let's have a look where you are in the world. Ostrich in Austria. And that must be a nice place to have to have a holiday. And happy birthday, A. Mario Lahner. Happy birthday to William Mckay up in Bonnie, Scotland. Happy birthday, William. Hello. Happy birthday today to Aaron Reid, drag queen extraordinaire. Happy birthday to Rocco. Robert Thibodeau. Thibodeau. I hope I've got that right. Happy birthday to Rocco, sir. All right. I think you did internet radio at some point. Am I right there? Maybe you still do it. Happy birthday, Rocco. Happy birthday to Terry, Tezza, Eastham. Some lovely pictures on you. You're always smiling, aren't you, Tez? And you have some evil... I love the suit. The black tie and all that. I haven't got a suit like that. What's that called? Dinner jacket. You know, the black dinner jacket. And he's got some very evil eyes with red X-rays coming out of him in one of your pictures there. Happy birthday, Tezza, okay? Happy birthday to our Russian friend. I think you're in... I'm not sure where you are. Are you in Russia? Vitaly Zvyagintsev. I'm not sure how I know you, but happy birthday anyway, sir. Possibly you're in Russia. Happy birthday to Paul Albon, 36 today. Happy birthday to little Emma Rachel Harper. So many names, dear. But I didn't get tongue-tied. Happy birthday, Rachel. And happy birthday to Sebastian Roughley. Some lovely pictures of you with the girls on your Facebook. Very, very good looking. And I can see, now I'm guessing that's your niece. Possibly two nieces attacking you in in a house somewhere. So happy birthday to you all, boys and girls, all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely people. Happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Okay, tonight it's Sunday. And as always on a Sunday, I'll be hosting karaoke tonight at the Golden Lahn in Sydenham. Lovely if you want to come and join us down there, have a little bit of a sing-song. And I'm hoping that the revolving balls of light will be back tonight. But I'm going to try putting them on the floor and see how they look down there. Because it's a bit of an effort getting them up onto these stands all the time. I've stopped. I don't know if I told you, I've stopped putting the speakers on. I now put them on the floor. I've never ever liked putting stuff on stands. It always worries me they're going to get knocked over. Not one single thing has ever been knocked over on a stand in all the years I've been doing it. But I've always worried that something's going to get knocked over. So I've now started putting the speakers on the floor, which was an accident. I started doing that a couple of weeks last week to save me lifting because I'm not supposed to lift anything at the moment, lifting these speakers up onto the stands. And do you know what? They sound better on the floor than they do on the stands. That's absolutely true, that is. So I'm going to try the same with the lights tonight. Possibly the little revolving balls will be back tonight if I can get the bracket off the bottom. So that's karaoke tonight and every Sunday. Join us at Gary's place. Gary is the manager. He likes his name mentioned. He does like his name mentioned. And sometimes when I mention this, he gets me a bit of cake thing, you know, which is very, very tasty. Karaoke tonight and every Sunday from 8 o'clock, boys and girls, right the way through until 12 midnight at the Golden Lahn in Sydenham, okay? Apart from that, have a nice Sunday. See you soon. Bye-bye.